morning. It is, let me show you what it looked like out here. It is overcast, man. It's about 65 degrees. And it's a little mild breeze. Every once in a while I feel it hit my face a little bit, man. But, you know. But today, man, we're going to have a very general conversation about watches, man. Making watch collecting great again. Yup. Making watch collecting great. Making it cool. And hopefully by the end of this live, if you're not happy with your watch collection, man, I hope you reconsider. Consider why you got started. Consider the joys of that. And if it's not working for you, then it's just not working for you. You know, it's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to help you. And I'm just here to just kind of pick your brains a little bit, give you my experience with watch collecting, man. And this episode is actually inspired by a number of collectors that I've been talking to in the past few days. We had one of our collectors has graduated from being titled the source to the oracle, right? We're calling him the oracle at this point, man. Very mysterious type of character, man. We go to him for knowledge. At least I know I do. And yeah, man. Yeah. Some of my collection was actually forged around the recommendations of the oracle, right? I see, okay, let's see. Invicta Showcase, good morning. Jay Jones and Vic World, meet my people. Robert Wood, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. There are a number of shows coming out. I'm excited about some of the stuff that YouTubers are doing right now. I'm seeing like some of the titles that you guys have, the collaborations that you guys got coming out. Man, it's crazy. It's amazing. I cannot wait, and I'm here for it. All right, let's get started with today's watch. Is my Longines Hydro Conquest. This is about to accompany me. After I'm done with this, I'm going on a 5-mile walk. I got a bunch of push-ups I have to complete. 500 push-ups for today. It's non-negotiable, all right? And that's what it is. So let's get into topic number 1. The brand that you love the most, right? Uh-oh, is that rain? I think that was rain. Scoot up. I'm on the umbrella. Frank, what's going on? Welcome in. So this is for all of my Invicta collectors, man. Are you still excited about collecting Invicta? Are you just in love with the brand still? And if not, what happened? Do you have a change of heart? Are you irritated? Because I have been very vocal about my thoughts on Invicta, today's Invicta. And it has been a very interesting take. Because I'm from an era where, I'll show you, this particular watch right here. See this one? Look at all the reflection on that thing. It's not running right now, but you have a carbon fiber dial. You have this donut shape or spaceship, 18 karat gold case back. And this one has I believe this one has a 2824-1 in it. I like this watch, right? This is called the Sabakwa number 1, for those that don't know Invicta. Sabakwa number 1. This isn't a homage to anything. It's a very thick watch. It's very heavy. It is out there. Very bold design. And I like it. I enjoy it. I really enjoy this watch. It's one of my favorite Invicta pieces. Now, let's talk to the elephant in the room, or whoever wants to accompany the Jumanjis in the room. This watch, I know for a fact, in all its glory, butterfly clasp and all that good stuff, right? I know this watch would not be looked at as being a wearable piece for some. It'll be a paperweight to some. It'll be throw that in the trash. That's an Invicta. Why collect that? Why? And let me say this: for those people that object to the brand or object to this model or whatever the case is, let's just say the brand. I've heard the people that are objective or like they hate Invicta, or they like, no, the only good Invicta is the 1953. But I've also seen and heard I'm not calling names. I've also seen where you encourage a watch collector to collect what they love, to enjoy the watches that they have. And do you understand that this isn't in your collection? For the people that find this very offensive, this isn't in your collection. It wasn't meant to be in your collection. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you want to make like watch collecting great. You can say, hey, not my style, but I can see how that works. Because, you know, I've had people that I know that don't like Invicta. When I put it on, they be like, I don't have the wrist nor the skin complexion to pull that off. I've had those comments. I've left those comments up in the chats because they say, hey, man, yeah, that works for you, bro. I got a 7¼ inch wrist. That works with people. They like, well, Trap, look at your build. You know what I'm saying? You're sort of a bigger guy, so you can pull it off. And it's not even, there's a guy right now, a collector right now, that he has like, I think his wrist size like a 6¼ and he'll wear something bigger than this. He'll wear, so this is a 48 millimeter. This one right here, I think it's 53.5 millimeters with the crown, 50, maybe 55, I think. I have to remeasure, but this is a big boy. And this one has a Salida 200 in it, -1, right? This is the jailbreak. This isn't Invicta's original design. This belongs to a company called Imperius. Back in the day, a young man started that company. I wish I knew who the man's name was. But it's almost like he vanished, or his information vanished without a trace. And whoever decided not to put that information out there, like, they just don't put it out. But I would love to know the history as to why that company stopped operating. What's up, Joe? Let me get in the chat real quick. I had to buy new pants. Other ones were too baggy. I still collect Invicta, but also stretching out to other brands. I see that. Hey, what's going on, bro? They weren't blowing at me. I'm just, whatever. I still love my Invictas, but I'm open to branching out to more diverse brands. And we'll talk about that here. Because I had, you guys know I got some other stuff here. Wow, Thizzle, what's going on? Hey, guys, sorry. It's hard to type. I'm driving down. Hey, man, hey. Eyes front, sir. Young man, you bet not. Just be in the chat, man. Shout out to Ripsaw Joe. You was, hey, if you catch, I don't know if you caught it or not, but when I was at the event, Jake shouted you out, man. He started the live with shouting out Ripsaw Joe. Yeah, so Ripsaw Joe, you was our watch hero for the day. I am open to anything 50 millimeters and above. And that's cool. That's cool. I actually have, it's not 50 millimeters, but I actually like this watch, man. I really like this watch. And this is really, this is a diver. This is an Invicta diver. But it's different. You know, I've shown this watch before. This is a watch that I received from Invicta Ryan. And he blessed me and a couple other guys that we went up there and got the whole Minnesota experience. We went to go see a lot of stuff in Minnesota. Beautiful place to, oh man. If you guys never been to Minnesota or just traveled, that's a spot. And then you can go see the Prince Museum and stuff like that. Paisley Park, beautiful. He took us there, man, it was amazing. But yeah, man, this one right here has R150. And this one was actually built in Switzerland. And I know that was one of the things that, you know, people were complaining about in the Invicta community. Was like, yo, we love Invicta, we're down, but like, can we get some Swiss made stuff? And I would say that comes from, you know, because, hold on, yo, with the watch market the way it is, we're seeing Microbrands come out like Zenea watches. All right, Zenea. This has to be one of the hardest, man. When I tell you, this is one of my favorite watches of all time. Look at that meteorite. Look at that. That thing. So the blue, the red accents, the meteorite, it's just, man, it's I can stare at this watch all day. Absolutely. And this is what just gets me, man. When I get frustrated with stuff, man. And I'm going to tell you one of the most frustrating things about, you know, social media, it gets down to the ridicule you can come across. People firing off, and I'm pretty sure we'll get some trolls in here today. But when people get to firing off on the watches that you collect, you know, I have no problem with curiosity. I have no problem with questions. It's just the, you know, when you say, hey, that watch is trash, I'm like, okay, cool, right? But then you say, yeah, you people that collect this, you guys are crazy, you guys are this. And I'm like, okay, now we're in a whole different area. Because I was cool that you saying the watch was trash, but like, you don't know how you'll make somebody feel about their watch collection, right? And we can say, well, you shouldn't be insensitive, or you should, you know, you should have thick skin when it comes to, you know, social media. As a social media guy, yeah, you do have to have thick skin when it comes to this, because with me displaying the watches I do, oh yeah, coming on the fire. I've come on the fire for my Invicta collection. Somebody got hurt at the school. It's a school right across. It's one of the oldest schools here in Indianapolis too. But I was just sitting there thinking, you know what watches I've displayed that really don't get the ridicule is Aragon. For it being as big as they are, Aragon is respected for those that know about it. You know what's frustrating? You going live while I'm at work. Bro, you encourage me, bro. You encourage me to go to work. To do this live. Isn't it amazing? He has a lot of favorite watches of all time. Jay Jones, you the last person I want to hear say anything in here. What's your favorite watch? I'll wait. Never mind, we ain't got time for that. We'll be here for like until the end of the year. He said, don't go to work. Wow. Hey, man. You know what's frustrating? Oh, I read that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yo, Kimon is in the building. Kimon trips me out with the eyes. So, yeah, man. So, here's the other thing, too. Here's the other thing. I mentioned this the other day. And this is just an example because it's in my watch box. Or my watch roll, rather. Seiko. Seiko is a love or hate relationship right now with people. And then I saw Mark from Long Island Watches mention the watches that are going to get an increase in price. I just received a message from Bob Cohen sent me a very interesting article on where the market is right now and where the market is going with luxury watches. It's crazy. It's crazy. So some companies will give you less watches now, but the prices will be higher. Right? They'll go up, and they'll still make a profit for the year because of those price increases, man. Because people are still head over heels for their particular watches. But like Seiko, they're going up in price, and I'm not going with them. I have the Seikos in my collection that I like, that I want. Now, that's one thing. I can go and buy a pre-owned Seiko if there's one that I want, but unfortunately, because of the price hikes and what the movement they use and the way it looks, if you see this watch, of course you know I got it because of the colorway. I enjoy the colorway, man, because it goes with, I got shoes that this go with, outfits, it's funky, it's a loud watch. Regardless of it being a number limited timepiece, this watch has character that I like, right? But because the prices don't seem to come down with Seiko now, I will go over to Spinnaker, which I've had. I have 4 Spinnaker pieces in my collection now. Let me see, what's the question? I have a question for those who have Swatch, and that is, have you, don't see annoying too. Hey, okay, so if you're annoyed by that one, Timex, if you sit honestly, if you go buy a Timex. Go buy a Timex. And you can take it back if you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to open it up or whatever. Just buy it just to test it out. Put the Timex on the other side of the room in a quiet room. You will hear that sucker on the other side of your room. Dude, no joke. Timex is loud as heck, man. My Coca-Cola watch, my Timex, oh man. Tick, 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 tick. I'm like, God, dog. I was sitting there just concentrating on no noise, no TV, nothing on. And I was like, and it was on my shelf on the other side of the room. I said, man, that thing's ticking super loud. That's crazy. But I haven't checked. You know what? I got my Swatch watch. I haven't really. Yeah, I'm gonna test that one out. It is loud though, and it can get annoying. Trap and the new ones coming in. Of course, you got some new ones coming in. Hey Trap, what did you think of the car video? Hey man, yo, I want to say this, man. If I had the money, man, Long Ranger talked about this yesterday, bro. If I had a large sum of money, like lottery winnings, I would not spend over $30,000 to $40,000 on a watch. I would love to go see. I still like seeing some stuff. Man, I saw some great watches last night, man. Ulysses, Nardin, like expensive pieces, well put together pieces, but 50 grand will go into a car. But there is that new Chevelle that was built. I remember they did a pre-order. I didn't know how much it was going to cost. That car is $250,000. And the new DeLorean too. I think the new DeLorean or the remake DeLorean is $250,000 or something like that. But bro, that car is sick. Yeah, if I was rich, I'd buy it. It's an absurd amount of money, but I would buy it. But it would probably be hard to get. And if one of those guys came up off of it, I guarantee they'll be asking for like $300K for that to get a profit. They'll be asking a lot for that. I wouldn't be surprised if they asked a $500,000 question. Do you feel that I'm back on IG? How do you feel? You saw what I put on your message board. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, everybody around the world, the millions and millions of you guys that love watches and you like IG. Vic has graced us again with his presence, man. He put us on a hiatus. He gave us a drought. No watches, no message of the day, no nothing. He just left us high and dry, bro. He was here today and just gone tomorrow, and we just thought he was done with us, man. You know what I'm saying? He took his ball and went home and said, forget you fools. But guess what? He's back, and he came back with his Shaq timepiece. Welcome back, Vic. Welcome back. I want an original DeLorean. Put a supercharger on it. Oh, yeah. You trying to, man, just test some stuff up. I'm just saying, if I had that kind of money, I would definitely buy one. Yep, I would definitely buy that. I promise I would. That new Chevelle, that sucker, man. Woo. And that's not the first kind, because I remember when they did 25 years ago, they brought back the Bandit. That old Trans Am. There was a company that did 3 levels to that car. In the highest level, I want to say that thing had over 700 horses. Man, you got to think, this was 20 plus years ago, right? So 700 horses back then, that's a lot. So I think one was 700, the other one was 500 and some horses, the other one was 400 some horses. And it started at 100,000 up to 200,000. I can't remember. I still got that magazine at home somewhere. But that was like 25 years ago. All right, back to the watches. Now, somebody mentioned the other day that they want to get into Alpina, right? I tested it out, but I jumped into Alpina, and this is the first one I got. This is the only Alpina I have. And from this watch, wearing it, I enjoyed wearing it. I like the style, I like the way it looks, you know, the vibe and everything. Would I buy another one? I would. If the price is right. And it'll be okay, y'all happy to see each other? Please. I still want my 72 Chevelle 450. Oh, so I think overall, man, this is a pretty nice watch. I enjoy it. I like it. That's why it's still in my collection. I don't have every watch that I bought this year. I don't have every watch that I bought this year. Right, and I'll talk about that towards the end of the year. The watches that didn't make the cut. Some survived, some didn't. Most did. I still have about 90% of the watches that I bought this year. But that 10%, they had to go. You know, I was trying, I didn't like. It's out of there. Cool watch. It does. Now, here's the other thing too, man, because this has been like on the rise for Microbrands, I haven't even shown you guys this one so much, so to speak. I wore this the other day at the watch event, and this is the Adam Flederman. This entire watch setup, hey, what's up? This entire watch setup has the heritage of his people. That right there, that's called the Ironhide. For those that's trying to pronounce, like, what does that say? That's the Ironhide. German background. And this is one of his least expensive watches. For those that's like, if you want to just kind of try it out. And the biggest thing too, the biggest takeaway from any microbrand, I don't care if it's Flederman or Zanea, if you argue the price, right? If you're one of those that say, hey, you know what, I really don't want to spend $1,000, I really don't want to do this because there's other watches on the market. It's really what you decide, what you think is best. If you get behind, one of the things behind microbrands is knowing that these people are just like you and me. They're available. It's like if Vic created a watch. You know Vic, but now he's a watchmaker. You're like, okay, and he comes out with a watch that's like $1,500. Now, $1,500 is a lot of scratch, but would you support Vic in that feature? Even if I came out with a watch, say my watch was anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, would you support the efforts of what I'm doing? And do you like the design? You may not. I may put out a design that just doesn't, you like, hey, Trap, I would love to help you out, but I really don't like the watch. Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But like that's one of my takeaways with this, and that's what I actually love about this, man. And I also look at with Microbrands. It's crazy. Microbrands is like the new, like Rolex and the what's those watch companies? Patek, AP, like any watch company that was created. And I'm gonna just go back as far as Vacheron, 1700s. The Vacherons, the Hamiltons, all of these watch companies that created, these are the new guys on the block because it's nothing different, right? People still buy and they purchase. It's just more available than some of these companies, man. Different price points, but even back then they were still expensive. So still in the same vein. Come on, I dig your collection. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna tell you a watch that making watch collecting cool again. And I'm just going to say it. This has become one of my most worn watches this year. This has become one of my most worn. I really like this watch. Now, I could have been deterred by what was said on YouTube about this watch. Guess what? It's a thick beast. But I ask you this. If you wear a mud man, right? Or if you go to the what watch was I looking at? The Breitling Navitimer. Big boy. It's a sizable watch. There are watches in the industry right now that are thick. You're talking 15 millimeters, 16 millimeters. Oris has, like, their dive watch, the one that's around $7,000. That is a thick watch, and it is highly sought after by Oris fans, right? People that love Oris, people that love dive watch. Even if you're not diving in a watch, I don't have it with me, but my people that love Citizen. The Citizen has a number of dive watches, ISO rated, that are thick, like 17 millimeters thick. Like, these are some big, beefy watches. But this one got criticized because they said, hey, chronograph, understanding, and it's a chronograph. But this watch was given the sort of a thumbs down. Then it's a PRX. It's not viewed. There's other options for you. But you know what I see when I look at this watch, man? Like, that green dial, first and foremost, man. Like, that gradient, and then it's still got a sunburst. There's a lot of elements to this watch that when I saw it on paper, I reached out to Jake. I said, Jake, can you get that watch in? I want to see it in person. He got it, and I looked at it, I reviewed it, and I said, Jake, I got to make this possible. I got to make, like, I'm going to take that term that Godfather used, a watch that slaps you in the face. This one, hands down. And then I love the fact that you got that quick date set. So once you get the watch set, there's a tool. I don't have the tool with me. There's a tool that you can set that date with. Anybody that knows about the Valjus, man, you can literally damage your watch if you don't set it right. If you set it in the wrong position, you'll damage your watch. They took that out with that, man. I think that is such a key feature. Plus, it just looks like a beast of a watch, man. I love this watch, bro. Like this, hands down, bro. You think watch collecting ain't cool? This right here, yeah, boy. This watch is delicious. Put it to you like that. Is that a Rolex? No, it's not a Rolex. You said, Vic, everyone laughs at my collection. Who is everyone? No, we don't laugh at your collection. We laugh at how you collect. That's that. Kimon is a legend. The champ is here. That's right. Now, Luciano, what's going on? Ain't nobody laughing at your collection. The two tones are my fave. Delicious. Man, I'm telling you, man, I promise, man. This watch gets me, man. This watch gets me. So if you don't see me post the watch, I got that on. I'm like, y'all don't want to see that every day. Y'all just don't want to see that every day. Maybe you do. I don't know. And I'm going to take off another one of my favorite dive watches. So I absolutely dig this watch as a dive watch. I think it's amazing. And the only thing I would say is when I was doing the sizing, you have screw pins on both sides. Getting that thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was sort of like, it's a balancing act. But once I got it sized, I said this thing is right for my wrist, good to go, in the presence of this watch. And I was looking, so you can actually, you know what's crazy? When you look down at the date window, that's a thick slab. That's a thick slab of meteorite that he did. He did a great job, man. Everything is tight, dress right, man, got like a 3D effect on that, man. I don't know. I get excited every time I look at this watch, man. Do you ever get this? Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys ever just sit and look at your watch collection? Not even post it. Just sit and look and be like, man, I can't believe I got that. I don't care if you got 2, 1, 100, 100,000. If you're Jay Jones, what you got? Jay Jones, what you up to right now? I would say what you got, 1,700 watches right now? Going on 1,800? What you got, 1,795 or something like that? I'm sorry. Did I call out your watch collection? My fault. Didn't mean to do that. What? 2,000. You got 2,000? Okay. Hey. You are the new Pete. Well, we already established this, man. You're Pete. You're Pete from Florida. He passed away, and you inherited his spirit of watch buying. Hey, you crazy. Absolutely. Colton, what's going on? Yes, but the other one, man, I just gotta say, man, there's a couple of features with this watch. Because Vic said it best. He said, Trap, you're in trouble. He said this in the beginning of the year because if you look forward, right? I was looking at wind up. I was looking at minutes and hours, all the people that was going, all the watch events. And I was looking through the watches, and it is dive watch heavy, right? This was one, when I saw this watch, just the way it looks had me look like, so it reminds me of Star Wars. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? The way the number markers are is like they're about to hit warp speed. That's how I interpret this watch. Then plus it got the R2-D2 colorway, and I love the handset. I like everything about this watch. And I'll say this before, the only thing that was questionable about this, one, it was two things. When you do a deployment, right? You pop that, no problem. If you ain't got nails, you're in trouble. That thing is tight. I won't push button. And I believe they got the newer models are push button. I just got used to having a push button because there's a number of companies. So you see that they got push buttons on that, and I love that. I love that feature. However, it's fine. It's fine. Longines as a company, the history of it, that's the other thing that gets me, because I'm like, this is one of the oldest watch companies out there. It is considered luxury, and back in the day, everybody couldn't afford this watch. There's people right now that can't afford this watch. But it's not on a luxury, the money there, right? You can get into this watch as low as, what, $1,000, right? There's always sales going on. There's like, you can buy it on a great market, whatever the case is, man. Probably $850 to 1,000. Just depending on which one you get. Or if you want to go older, if somebody's selling something. But I think Longines is solid. And I don't always have to have a display case back. I just love that design on the back. It just seems ancient. It's like when you go and see a building, you see the plaque on there when it's established. That right there, that's what this watch does to me, because I know the history of this company. That's the other deciding factor. That's the other thing that just gets me excited about having this watch in my collection, right? And this is another one that I could just stare at. This absolute, like, man, I can't believe I have this. And it's crazy is, like, somebody mentioned Rolex earlier, right? Julie is just a little over 500. Just a look, bro, stop. Everybody in the chat, hold up. Let me pause, forget what I'm saying. Y'all see this? Let me, somebody asked this man, how many watches you got? You know better, just messing with you. Bro, you told us you had 500 watches in March. That's March. You've added at least 125,000 since then. We'll take the 1,000 off. You've at least, get out of here, Jay. Let me get you out of here, man. I'm putting you on timeout. You got to put your hat on and go sit in the corner. Put your nose in the corner, Jay. Put your nose in the corner. Thank you. Now, Julius, man, he do his, man, Nixon watches. Nixon, you know, Nixon has some great designs, man. Great designs. I just showcased, or actually did a short on Glock watches. Those are quartz. And I think they got the Ronda 515 in them. We can, but like when you're picking watches, you can be very selective, because once you experience a certain level of watches, right? And there's certain movements that you gravitate towards, you know, because we talked about this. I've talked about this with Dave D, Camone, Godfather, a number of people, man. When it comes to Invicta, would love to see, you know, more Swiss made. You know, we'd love to see Invicta start like flexing their muscles again on bringing back some of those old greats. You know, so, and I've said this before, watches like this, they're pro diver. Even the 1953, I must say this, man, and I understand that the algorithm can trigger some things to somebody from Invicta could possibly see this. I would love to see the 1953 come back with Sapphire Sandwich. And I mean, paying tribute to, because this is the 1953, the dawn of dive watches. You can't half step on that. You can't. It's just like, and again, I bought a 1953 this year. I bought a 1953. It's green and black, and that's, I'm actually considering, you know, I'm not going to do it this year, but I'm going to take the watch, and I'm going to have the rotor, I'm going to have a different rotor put in there, designed for that watch, because it is missing something. It is missing the Invicta flair. Did not have Invicta on the rotor. They just put, it's a basic, I'm like, with that, I'm like, you might as well just close it up and just put a stamp of 1953, you know, the beginning of the dive watch, something, you know what I'm saying, heritage, whatever, I don't care what you did, but I think the 1953 should have a Swiss upgrade. And because they made this watch overseas, and I don't know if it was in the Glycine factory, I don't know where they did it. I don't. But this is Swiss made from Invicta as of this year and last year, end of last year, beginning of this year. All the ones they put out like this, they were Swiss made. So why not take the 1953, which is one of your most sought after pieces across the board, because that one stretches outside of your Invicta community. You have other people that love watches that will collect that. I'm like, why not make it Swiss made? Take the NH35 out. That should have got the 2824 in it, to be honest. I mean, Etta was killing it back in the 50s. There was, you know how many movements, I mean, how many watch companies Etta was in I'm gonna leave it alone. Glocks are gaining respect on designs. That short that I did, I love the strap because it got Glock on it. That thing that's cold. That thing is cold. I like that. The 1953 looks awesome. Yeah, Captain Spaulding, what's going on? Hi-Yo Silver's in the building. See what I did? Hold up, let me see what happened. Thank you, Vic. Thank you for deleting that bull crap. Get that dude out of here. Get your man. Invicta needs to use the Joe Perrier movements. And I don't know why they don't, man. Like, you don't have to, like the R&D is, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is slap the movement in there. You already got your case designs. I don't know. Invicta, and rumor has it that Invicta's doing something. Right? There's some designs coming out. And I can tell you that you do have a number of old school collectors that won't collect their new stuff. They won't. They just won't. They're like, not doing it. Not doing it. I don't like it. And I don't blame them, because I'm not impressed with some of it. I want to see, as a matter of fact, let me go back to this. Imperius as a brand. Imperius, when they were doing their thing, I didn't know anything about the company. I just know that I liked the designs, and Invicta put out a number of these with the Imperius logo on it, but then they start putting their logo on it. I think this was probably one of the most interesting watches that I've seen from Invicta. And about 4 years ago, with this watch, I said, hey, I sent this to Ryan's, so it's an Invicta Collectors on Gmail, right? I said, would you guys consider doing this design, that jailbreak on the Sabaka 1 and the Pro Diver? I think that'd be cool. You know, I would love to see that design. Seeing that skeletonized back, you see the date window and stuff like that. Put the Salida 200 in it, or the ETA 2824, and give us that. Give us that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Invicta can flex like nobody's business, man. Invicta got some great designs. Like, to this day, some of the most amazing designs, even at the size that they are. And I heard this term that, you know, I've been listening and looking at the comments. People saying, hey, we're going back to a smaller watch. There's people, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have, for example, I have this one right here. I had this on the other day. This is a smaller timepiece, GMT, NH34, San Martin. A complete homage to the Black Bay Pro. It's thinner than the Black Bay Pro. It's sterile on the back, reminiscent of like Rolex products. But I like it. I like the watch. I mentioned this on Merely on Time the other day. Like the watch. It's an enjoyable watch. And I don't have people who come like, hey man, what's on your wrist? Is that a Black Bay? I don't have that. And I really don't need that. I just, like, again, I go back to that. Do you ever just sit back and look at your watch collection? Do you ever just marvel and just think like, man, I feel blessed to be able to look at my collection. And they were giving kudos to Kamon earlier. Kamon, and I know there's people that watch the channel. You don't know who the heck Kamon is. He's another collector, great guy, one of the best smiles in the industry. But I've been around him, his mannerisms, man, and just, you know, you gravitate to this guy. But you look at his collection, his Invicta collection is freakish. That's all I can say. It like it evokes this feeling like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you're an Invicta fan, and if you're not an Invicta fan, and after he explained his collection and tell you what he got, you'll be like, wow, that's interesting. He's very selective. And that's one of those, it's like, man, I wish I'd have thought about that when I was collecting. He was ahead of his time in collection. I'm pretty sure Kamon has made some steps like, I shouldn't have got that. But based on what I see, what he has in his collection right now, he has some of the most sought after Invicta timepieces of all time. Hands down. If there's ever a Netflix special on Invicta as a whole, there's a number of people that have to go in that. Mark Hines, he's one of them. Mark Hines, the Bling brothers, forget just Mark Hines, the whole group, they have to go in that, right? I will put Jay Jones as being this dude bought 115,000 watches in 6 months. He'll go in there. But like, you have the Godfather, you know what I'm saying? Because Godfather actually he was the first collector to have a network, home shopping network, come to his house and actually do a live from his house because of a barbecue. Watch collectors, they were swag. So there's a number of people, and then Kamon. Kamon's collection is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I know if Kamon went on an event where he did an expo and he showcased his watches, it'll blow the minds of a lot of people. He's done that. I mean, Dave D, Hio Silver, again, another collector, and he stretches past just the Invicta because his stuff is so diverse. He got watches, I don't even know the names of some of these watches. I'm like, what the heck is that? He got this Russian watch that, aesthetically speaking, just blows my mind. J. Jones, I only have around 100 watches, but I love them. I whip them down, on and off. He said, Kamon smile and smell are amazing. Yeah. So, Trap, I always look at my collection. I love it. Okay, you're supposed to. I like the smaller watches, like the Speedway. Okay. I think they lowered the price on Invicta because the quality has gone down also. I think that, you know what? We don't see the bigger picture. And after reading that article last night, I can say that, and I'll share that article with you guys, man. Bob sent it to me. I read it and I was like, man, this is interesting. I don't know what the cost that Invicta's going through right now. I don't know how much they pay in advertising. And I know they have to hear the collectors. Even when they buy them going over to JTV, they are adhering to a new crowd, right? These people are they just got introduced to Invicta. And you have to know that Invicta has such a bold presence that it will, like, if you're not used to watches, if you're not, like in that space, when you see a watch like this, you're like, what? Because you have an understanding of watches, you've seen them. That does not look like that. Completely different watch. You know what I'm saying? The characteristics are completely different. You're like, okay, that's interesting. That's a bold design, right? You have these right here. That piece does not look like, well, I guess maybe bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of, if you look at the Loom Pips and stuff, they kind of have that vibe. But y'all get what I'm saying. Invicta's always had their own style and look. In case in point, making watch collecting great is nothing like, even though this is a Swiss-made brand now, this was an American brand at one point. Hamilton was made in America, and just knowing that this went to our troops, it's like there's a lot of history with some watches. And for me, watch collecting will always have like that vibe for me, man, because some people don't know what this is. This is the Munchner. Flederman Von Reese. And if you don't know what that watch company is, don't feel bad. They're out of Indiana. I've seen this watch being built. And this one was built just for me. Y'all see that? 3D at the end. Did you see it? Hold up. Maybe you didn't see it. I did it too fast. That's the serial number. This is the third watch made. But I was the first one in Indiana to get this one. Like this. The only one that got 3D in it. All right? That watch means a lot. It's fun. And I know Adam. Adam's a cool guy. Met his brother. Cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Seen his family. Haven't met his family, but I've seen him. You know what I'm saying? He's all... And it's like he's a family man. This guy's just amazing guy. And then, of course, you got this right here. The Boulevard Pilot. This is a great watch, man. This is a great watch, historically speaking. And it just looks good. That blue, amazing, man. Amazing. Again, this is a watch that I can look at and say, I'm glad I got this watch. This sparked a friendship between me and Jake from State Farm. There's certain watches, man, that when you look at them, you're like, it just reminds you of something. For me, I'm like, okay, for example, Jason from Zanea is having an event up in Toronto this weekend. It's going to be off the hook. I wish I could be there, but I can't. If I could, I definitely would go And check that out if you guys haven't seen this, man. This watch is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So yeah, man, like I don't know how you feel about watch collecting, man, but hold on, let me read something before. Come on, smile is special. High silver, LOL. If you don't like them, you shouldn't collect. But you know the thing about it, Jay, only reason I put this, like I said, doing this video or this live is that people, I mean, who hasn't reached burnout? You know, if you are on social media and you may have a watch, just like the Swatch watch. If you collected all of those, the Swatch watch is frowned upon in certain circles. They hate that watch. They think it's a waste of time, it's junk, it's plastic crap, it's cheap, it's this, that, and the other. And why? There was comments saying that it degrades the history of Omega because it's not an Omega. You know, and it has people feeling like, well, I can't afford an Omega, but I can afford to spend $270 on this watch. Standing in line and picking it up because you couldn't get it online. So I've seen those comments. But like, and I have one in my collection. I like it. I like the watch. And I haven't changed the strap out, you know, because that's the other thing. It's like, hey, you get it, change the strap immediately. I'm keeping it the way it is. I'm keeping it original to what it is. And I wear it. You know, and I enjoy it. I look down like, oh, this is cool. I got a Swatch watch. I got a hype watch. It's a hype beast. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was gravitating towards that. And there is, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of them things, man, and we'll talk about this in another video, marketing. You can't take away marketing. Marketing, that's like trying to put biscuits back in the can, your Pillsbury. Once you bust that can open, you're not squeezing that back in there and no, bro, no. It's marketing. This is over with. It's a wrap. Because I know back in the 80s, man, Adidas was in there, but when Jordan hit the scene, that's all it was, man. Word of mouth, man. The marketing was phenomenal, bro. Like the Jordan commercials, got to get those. G.I. Joe as a toy, man. Come on, bro. They even, there's a regulation that kept them from doing that, man, because kids was going crazy to get G.I. Joes and Transformers. Hasbro had it on lock, man. So marketing, that ain't going nowhere. I agree with you, Trap, that Invicta has really bold designs, and that's why I like them so much. Hey, Space Trap's been getting on me. Get out of here. All the love, Jay. Yeah, he know it. Oscar 4 coming in today. And 15 tomorrow. I don't understand the hate on the Swatch. It's supposed to be introduced to primary brands like Omega and Blancpain to more people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, think about it. They're cornering the market. All right? They're going to corner the market best way they know how. And that's been the dawn of time, man. I mean, Calgon, take me away, for those that know that commercial back in the day. Calgon. Come on, man. Dawn is being like one of the, like, I've seen Dawn in so many different households that one drop just cleared all the grease away. And then when we had that, I can't remember when that was that in the 90s when we had that huge oil spill? And Dawn was one of the first commercials to say, yo, we out here, they washing off ducks and stuff like that. People went out and bought Dawn. Let's think about I'm going to tell you how crazy marketing is right now. Do you guys know that the price of Johnson & Johnson's baby oil went up because of Diddy? When people saw that, man, everybody went out there to buy baby oil just to do the skits. Marketing is undefeated, bro. Marketing, advertisement is undefeated. It's undefeated, man. And now, going back to that with Swatch, it does fit a certain market. How many people do you know right now? Let's just keep it 100, man. There's people right now that's making $30, $40, maybe $50,000 a year. The cost of goods is going up. You may have a family. You may have, I don't know what you got. You know what you got. At the end of the year, you may have $1,200 disposable income. And if you think like $1,200, that's not a lot of money. Some people only got $500 disposable income. Some people just making it check to check. You know what I'm saying? And they like stuff. They want stuff. They want purses. They want shoes. Man, you may be a sock collecting, pins, whatever. You like, man, I get it where I can. I remember my brother was doing that. He was making enough money to pay rent and do his thing. He had to save up to get a Citizen watch. He saved up and got it. Then he saved up to get a certain record, a record player, radios. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to save his money to get stuff. He didn't have that disposable income just like that. So, yeah, man, that gave people an opportunity. You know, the people that said it's not Omega, you shouldn't have Omega on there. Hey, let them people that got it feel like, yo, I have a luxury brand on my wrist right now. Enjoy. That's a part of, like, make watch collecting enjoyable, man. Like, encourage people to get into that, man. Man, that's fire, man. Just like us, we're in a small niche, man. We're supposed to be protecting each other. That's crazy. Let me get into this chat. Some people are too watch snobby for me. They are, Julius. They are. And I've been around them, man. Shoot, I got people like, I mean, they'll look down on you, man, for certain watches that you wear. Or they'll recommend that, hey, you should get this watch instead of this watch. Don't waste your money. You know, like, hey, if you can buy 15 Invictas, man, you can buy one real watch. And I'm like, what's going on, bro?
All right, brother.
Yep, what's going on?
Or if I had some watches. Or if I had some money.
Man, it takes time, bro. I didn't get this overnight.
Just give me a minute.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Man, let's go get our liquor. We're going to liquor store.
Oh, no, these ain't for sale, brother. This is my personal collection.
Oh, I thought you were selling.
Heck no, I ain't selling none of these things.
You got her looking good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You going to take my woman?
No.
You take my wife, nigga?
Hey, bro, I don't want...
Oh, you blinging, right?
I don't want no problems with you. I don't want no problems with you, bro.
You're blinging, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
Take your wife. I definitely don't want your wife, man. I don't want none of the problems, bro. Hey, man. Hey, bro, look. That's what happens when you go live, man. You never know what can happen. See, I also collect draws. I do too for cruise purposes. Fourth dimensional thinking from the Dawn advertising was crazy. It was, man. ExxonMobil. Yeah, bro. Hold on, we're just reading these comments. Wow, he is wild, bro. Right, bro? Like, he said, you trying to take my wife? I'm your favorite transgender YouTuber. Vic, man. Hey, I'm gonna say that every time. Security. Security. Bro, if you go somewhere with this, man, that's crazy, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I got Secret Service, baby. Ah, yo, man. My man's, bro. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Got him. I gotta make a shirt for Vic, bro. I gotta make a shirt, man. Like, real talk, man.
You ain't got a lot of these.
No, I don't even smoke, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you stop smoking, man. You can get a... Tell him to stop smoking, buying cigarettes. He can buy a watch. I know, man. I know.
Stopped smoking 20 years ago.
20 years clean. That's what's happening, man.
No drugs neither.
Hey, that's what's happening, man.
Staying that way.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We gotta take care of the body, man. Gotta take care of the body.
From here?
Yep. That's one of the oldest schools here, ain't it?
Look at Daddy.
Yes.
That's my uncle.
Okay.
He's been there.
Megazoid, what's going on, man? What's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, we're just having some fun, man. Making watch collecting great again, of course. You know what I'm saying? It all goes together. Well, let me see what time it is. My son should be getting out of class pretty soon. Yeah. So, and I'm literally 5 minutes from my son's school. Dropped him off, and I'll go pick him up in a second. Hey, Trap, did you hear about the Christopher Ward X seconds? No, I haven't. I have not. But you just gave me something to research when once I end this live, or actually when I get back to the house. Yeah, I'll definitely. Oh, I brought these out too. So check this out. Y'all see these? I got this from Zanea, right? So I'm gonna actually switch this out today. I'm gonna put this white strap on this to see how it will look. I just want to see how it look. And it got quick release on the bottom of that thing, so we be good to go. But yeah, man, are you going to Nova? What you mean? Second is the design that you can spin it for 55 hours. Oh no, I haven't. No, I gotta go check that out. No, I haven't. White only for spring and summer. Jay Jones, you know me better than that, man. I don't adhere to any of the rules, any of the watch rules at all. I heard that, and this was said on YouTube, they can't take it back unless they take the video down. You're not a true enthusiast unless you have an Omega in your collection. The Speedy, to be exact. So, I guess, can I say that now? Because I do have a Swatch watch that is a homage to the actual Speedmaster. So, I guess I became a collector when I got that. Yeah, get that crap out of here. I was a watch collector before that. So, I think, you know what I'm saying? People don't have to watch what they say on YouTube. They can say what they want to. Freedom of speech, right? Don't be infringing on people's freedoms. But be mindful of what you say to people, man. Because, like, some of the stuff that you can say can be discouraging to people. Like, man, shoot, I can only afford the Timex, bro. And shoot, even Timex got a watch that's over $700, man. And, like, we just talked about that the other day. And I said, yo, hey, I'm down with Timex. I'm not down with spending a whole bunch of money on it, though. I still like the watch. I would love to get the watch. I just don't want to spend $700. And the way the industry is right now, there's an influx of there's people that's been furloughed from their jobs because of the economic downturn. It's unfortunate, man. It's real unfortunate. I'm just packing up because we about to get up out of here. Are you down with OPP? That dude obviously thought it was other people's property, because I definitely don't want your wife, bro. I got my hands full with my own. I don't want none of your problems. You keep them problems, bro. That's your wife. You trying to take my wife? Nope. No, sir. No, sir. Not in the least bit. You can have that woman. God bless you. No, sir. Nerd with swag, but you can afford what you like. Yeah? I guess I'm not an enthusiast or a collector. Jay Jones, guess what? You're a collector, bro. You're a collector. I'm just here to tell you that, you know, hey, regardless of what people feel and think, there's a watch collector born on a regular basis, man. And I had a question in I can't remember who chat I was in, having a one watch collection. Are you considered a collector if you only have one watch, right? And we kind of mauled through that and chewed it over, and I was like, I don't see why not. You know, the one person stated that they got one watch, they'll wear it, like it, enjoy it, and before they buy another watch, they'll determine if that watch should go, and they'll literally sell or trade for the watch that they want. I mean, that takes, like, that's some crazy discipline. And that collector said they're in love with watches. They're in love with watches. They just only have one watch in that collection, one at a time. You got somebody stated they only do four watches. Again, crazy discipline. I'm not disciplined enough to do that. And besides that, I mean, shoot, like doing YouTube, man, it's like I've received a number of watches from people, gifted a number of watches. So like just that alone, man, I can fill up a watch box from all the watches. I mean, over a 6-year period from different companies, from you guys that was like, yo, Trap, you don't have this in your collection? Okay. And you guys just send me stuff, man, like I can't get rid of that. I won't get rid of that. You know what I mean? So Clarence, that's fire. Hold on, let me see. I missed what Clarence said. Okay, I just got my Pagani design root beer and I absolutely love it. Not bad for $57. Nope, it's not. It's not. And those cute Timexes with the funny second hand.
I'm gonna sit in this chair, buddy.
Okay. Trap.
I ain't talking to you, young man.
Oh.
Get this shit.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking to me. My bad. Wearing my Chase Dura Breitling homage today. Okay, cool. I'm sorry.
Big man. Big man.
What up?
Ain't no woman said you ugly, but I gotta say it.
You say I'm ugly? Well, that's how you know I ain't taking your wife.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, you all good,
I'm
man.
just fucking with you, brother.
You all good.
I'm OG.
Yeah.
OG. You respect me, I respect you.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's all I need.
That's all. Hey,
And all I ask for respect.
that's it. You got my respect, bro.
I don't need nothing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can't be monogamous watch collector. Okay, wrist check. Somebody call the cop.
Somebody call the cop.
No, I got. We live on YouTube, so I got a whole bunch of people in the chat right now.
No, because I live right over here.
Right
young
around the
man.
corner.
Right around the corner. 825, buddy.
Mm.
You see my keys?
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
got a
sorry.
place to
Can't be
live.
monogamous with a watch. I feel you, man.
I'm
feel
half
you.
drunk. I don't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to cuss like that.
Yeah, because
You
this a
re-
family show. Yeah, this a family show. Yeah, we can't use that harsh language out here. We got kids listening right now.
Well, see, I ain't got no kids.
But I got kids on
I was
here.
born straw.
Okay, yeah, we got.
I can't make kids. But I don't care about that.
Okay.
I done let that go. I ain't asked you for nothing, sir.
It
Am
is.
I ain't asked you for nothing, sir. I can take care of me. I'm taking care of me.
Yup, yeah, already, bro. By 11 o'clock, bro. Ah,
I'm gonna walk right around the corner
already, bro.
and go to my house.
JJ,
You know what I mean, brother?
Yep.
I know you ain't homeless. You got a place. You probably got a beautiful home. I got one too.
Hey, Monkey, guess what? You know where I learned that from? When I was in the military, bro.
I'm military.
You military?
Sir,
I
I'm
appreciate
military, young man.
I appreciate your service, brother.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for taking care of us, man. Leading the way.
All right. I'm military, buddy. You take care, buddy.
All right, man. Be safe, man. Don't take no wooden nipples.
Don't take no wood nickel. I can't do no wood nickel. I can't deal with them. I can't deal with no wood nickel.
Can't make this type of stuff up, man. Oh my gosh, man. It is so funny, bro. Now, I will say this for those that are watching at home, those that are at work. I had this from 2 people over the past month. Ask me this, Trap, when you go live, aren't you concerned about, what's going on around you while you out there with your watches out in the wild? Nope, not. Got a bag right here. Yeah. Now, anything can happen. I'm not the Wild Wild West, quick on the draw type of, you know what I'm saying? But, all I can say is, man, God bless you if you get them. I can always replace it. You know, and I make that determination if, you know, if I should, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm not concerned. I'm just answering the question of somebody that posted that. I don't be concerned. Wherever I go, I know where I go in areas. Yeah, so. Trap, watch how that one of Lee's operatives. Yeah, man, cause Lee ain't in here right now. I'm like, hey, man, he around here somewhere, bro. He around here somewhere. Got me driving and crying. I came with Unc. He said, "Vic, keep your Unc off Trap Street." That switched him up quick. That's a mad dog. Man, bro, when I tell you, as he was talking, that liquor so strong, bro, he slapped right now. Yeah, Vic, he does smell kind of feel like drunk, man. Understated. He was just arguing with himself. Yeah, he was, bro. He was. Now let it go, you know what I'm saying? Like, but going back to that, I had to learn patience, man. Like, when you're representing the flag, bro, it's stuff you just have to just buy. All right. You have to determine, you got to make the determination on the spot all the time, bro. You kind of feel like drunk was an understatement. Yeah, it was, man. It was, bro. So, yeah, man, we've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. I appreciate you guys watching this. Again, there's some other videos coming up with other content creators that I cannot wait to see. I'm excited about what people are doing right now, the conversations that we're having across the board, whether it's a small YouTube channel or a large one. I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm really just diving in. And some of my lives going forward are, because I got a couple of lives that we won't talk about, are actually conversations that's been had on other ones, like the Watch Colony, the Hangout. The Hangout is going to have Jack Mason, CEO, curator. We're going to have, let me see, who is it? We got some other stuff, like, we got a bunch of watch events that's coming up next month. Wind Up in New York. That's going to be off the chain. There's going to be a lot of people. 3 days of watches. Random Rob in the building. Thank you. Trap got trolled live and in person. Yes, sir. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens, bro. It happens. Every once in a while, somebody come by. People think that I'm selling watches. I've had that so many times. I've been, like after the live, they'd be like, hey, I didn't want to be on your live, but you want to sell this watch? Like, no, if I got it out here with, I'm not selling none of them. I either receive them from somebody or they hard to get, and you know what I'm saying, or I just like them, and I'm not trying to go through that. But everything does have a price, depending. Yeah, depending. Yeah, some stuff do have a price. If you want to give me more than what I paid for it, I'll let you do that. I'll hit you with that Dave D. You wanted to watch, you make me the offer. I'm not doing it. And I'll tell you if I'll take it or not. Man, I'm out of here, y'all. I got to go pick my son up from school. Thank you guys again for being a part of this live, man. And don't feel embarrassed or shocked that somebody, you know what I'm saying, may not like your watch collection. It ain't like people searching for your wrist anyway. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. And if you're done watch collecting, you're just done. You know what I'm saying? No arguing that. You know where you are, man. I just want us to take this thing, push the needle forward, man, and enjoy each other's company, man. Respect life, respect what you got, man. Take care of your bodies, man. Drink plenty of water today, too. Just do that, man. If you drink a lot of sugar, man, drink you some water. Drink twice as much water. Other than that, man, I'm out of here. Y'all be blessed.